Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, today I'm going to talk about my college experience. So this is part one. So my college experience part one. Let's get right to it. I'm going to click on the notification for upcoming videos. When I first get to college, when I first heard about college, I was like, I don't even know how to explain the feeling of when I first I didn't like get college, but I do know when I first heard some things about it that it's not like high school and things like that. I'm like, oh, I feel okay. But when I actually get here to college, you have orientation and things like that. And I can tell within a short amount of time, I realized that, oh, this is not high school anymore. This is college. We're at college level. And I realized that, actually realized prior that you're going to face all types of personalities. And when I actually got to college, I realized that, yeah, you're going to have all types of personalities for real. And you're going to have to, and as you go along, you have to, this is where knowing yourself is important because constantly that you're going to face all types of personalities. And I realized that you have to like know yourself to a point where even when you face all types of these personalities, then you will know what you can deal with and what you can't, what you tolerate, what you don't. So it's really important to know yourself what's going on. So as I said, regular rotation, my goal was up at first because when I first got to the environment, actually the very first time I got to the environment was in 2018. I came in and tried to, I knew the environment was like when I came in 2018. I didn't stay for the school year 2018, 2019 though. I went to this year college and then I came to here the next year after. I really became a student at my college. So when I came to orientation, I would say it was a lot within a short amount of time. I wasn't sure how I was going to be treating everything. So because of that, I had to keep my guard up a little. But I will say this, guard didn't really last long. Before the week done, I got to know persons before the school year officially started and everything. So first day I came in, I sat down, I was up and everything, see hear what is being said about my college and everything like that and then things like that. And during lunch at 8. Before the day done, I saw this club that I ended up joining the same day about 8 National Tertiary Ministry Club. That's a Christian club basically. So I was like, first time when I heard about it, I said, okay, I'm gonna try it out. So it goes. So I just put my name on it and stuff you need to put in there and things like that. Then a couple of days after, especially at like lunchtime. No, the second day was that I ate her at much in the afternoon. I ate her a couple of times, but this is where I really started to really eat her. I really come into pain now. That, during lunchtime, I was eating. She eats bread and juice, orange juice or something that I was eating. I was behind some females, and this really changed since that. When they touching me behind me, I was like, so when they chatted, and that was supposed broken. And then I wake up one morning and started ran to the females and a male. They me I walk fast like crazy. That's obvious. So I walk fast and that's what I mean. How can I say? I mean, what I still broke some ice on my own before the week finished. So I saw these other two females doing don't like orientation. Actually, before orientation finished, or when it was finished and everything, and somebody was broken prior. So I knew persons after the week, and then I goes down, and then I realized at that moment, it's like, this is this is where you have more mature persons in college and like high school where you're going to have you're gonna have mature persons of course with that short amount of time. But for the most part, you're gonna have like so this way even try everything who's going to do some crazy stuff. So and I'll go with this about money because with a short amount of time. That makes me like, eh? But I was like, I'm a file to be alright, somehow I'm gonna get around it. So it's out of the school year now officially and I made some new persons along the line, and I would say first it was a lot of things. It was a struggle towards everything. You struggle socially wise at first because I always struggle in social situation, but because of my experience and my moments, I put myself out there. I knew in my mind if friendship was gonna come down to me doing what I always did elsewhere prior to me coming here was to put myself out there and take my chances and see where it goes. So I mean, I would say this: to able to know a lot of persons, and okay, the different programs you have here. You have I'm doing MIS, so management information systems. You have computer services and engineering, something like that. You have teacher education. You have primary, early childhood. You have secondary. You had restaurant operations. You have BPO. Was you had social work. You had psychology. You had criminal justice. You had other students who did CSE subjects here as well, etc. You have all types. I will say, I would say that this is the reward you get for putting yourself out there. When you put yourself out there consistently enough, you're going to start to see a lot of things. As opposed to when you don't really put yourself out there like that. You're still seeing things, but not compared to when you put yourself out there. Especially on a consistent basis like that as well. So within a short amount of time, I was able to somehow navigate my way around because of experience and everything. So I experienced a lot of things my first year. In terms of schoolwork, yikes! Uh, I would tell you, within a short amount of doing schoolwork, spending money in college, I already got to a place where I was like, I can't bother. Can't bother. Within a short amount of time me being there, just a couple of weeks already, and I was like, I can't bother already. I already just started and I was like, I can't bother. I was doing accounts and courses like that. Accounting for the most of the semester was challenging as heck. And I'm like, can't bother. I even tell the lecturers at the time, say, Miss me can't bother. That's what I was. I used to have I can't bother moments like crazy. And it's like, no, fortunately, one thing I like about the college, you have a guidance counselor that if you're going through the motions and you're going through some things, you can have pay a visit to the counselor. Fortunately, I did have a counselor. We go to Money College for that. And I will tell you this, there are a lot of smart students here at Money College. There are a lot of smart students here. And I can attest to this because when you have the students award ceremonies here, a lot of students get awards. I'm like, yikes! Oh my, goodness me. And I was students here. Yeah, most of the courses I was doing at the time was challenging as tech. Accounting was one of the main challenges because it was math, just like math. And I did discrete math algebra. So those courses. I did introduction to MIS. I did intro to programming. What else courses I did? I did fundamentals of IT. Yeah. I did 6 courses. Anyway. And one thing I really figured when I realized what it was when you get coursework, now you have in each coursework courses programs you do courses itself in the program you do, each have different set of courses that you have to do. Some have more than the other. And the workload is in the courses depends on that is more than the other things like that. So like I say it was strong at first. The level of urge for me to get these coursework done was challenging. I was like, oh, can't bother. And things like that. So it was like, I just said to myself, oh my God, get this work done. No, I wasn't really concerned with my class, but despite the struggle they were having, I was just blowing my mind, they'll get it done. A lot of the others who I knew who were like second, third year, even the final year, there are a couple of persons, said the persons, oh yeah, environmental studies. Yeah, that too. I forgot to mention. So you have persons who in the final year, that was like, and I watched them, I observed them and everything, and I just like in my mind, despite them being stretched out, and I can imagine those guys couldn't bother either. But once you do know, you have to find ways to get work done despite the circumstances and struggle. There are moments where things happen, and I go one day, and got sick, and I was like, but I did indeed get myself together. I got some coursework done, and I managed to teach down deep. I got some coursework done on my own as well. We got group work, you have individual work as well. And I was like, I'm gonna get this work done one way or another. And especially when I get to group work at first, shit. It was challenging, you know. It was challenging at first because it's like, because I had challenges with course group work prior to me getting to my college. So I had like a flashback and everything. And I was like, ugh. But to all of us who has a danger of getting left out the most, that was obvious. I knew it was me. So I remember one time was inter-program group work we had to do. I was sick, had flu, fever. And I said to myself, I didn't go to I had fever Wednesday. I didn't go to school Thursday. I came Friday. But I went home early. But despite that, I said, I go to school, I'm going to try to find myself a group for me get left out. I mean, because I'm not getting zero to squat. So knowing that, it's like, I had to like figure out how to, so I eventually put myself out there and took it from there. And then when it get down the line, get to exam time, I will tell you this, guys. See, by the time we went to exam time, I was already done. I was done with the first semester. I was already done by the time exams came along. I was mentally drained and everything else. So everybody was mentally drained as well, but me more so short. So I was mentally drained for everything else like that. But despite that, I could have decided, I could have just said, you know what, I'm not doing this exam. I'm just checked out. I can't bother. But despite that, I did a deep, did these exams, and decided I was at the best mentally. You just gotta find a way to get it done. And I gotta say, when the result came out, shoot, I was nervous as heck because just how things went and everything. I could wait for the second semester at the time because like I was done with the first semester. But long story short, on the first semester, I passed all my courses then. I got some results at the time, passed those, another two results, then didn't come out. I got them, I passed them. So I passed every single course I did, 6 courses. And second semester, no, this is where the unexpected moment happened. No, we're at sports day. We're going to talk about this on Sunday. We're at sports day, and this is where the unexpected happened. That we were at this thing that changed everything ultimately. That we ultimately had to continue the semester online, and I was like, I'm done with this semester now. My momentum, screw up. I'm done. I was done. But again, I honestly don't know how the heck I find a way to deep down deep in how to get these work done despite my method. Because I was mentally done. But I realized that a semester, from the first semester, a semester is not don't finish until all your coursework and exam is being done. So until you finish all your exam them, then the semester is not finished yet until all of those are done. And I recall before I did my very first exam, I had this course for the carrying communication one. When I actually used Turnitin, it was extremely challenging to use the Turnitin, to be frank. It was extremely challenging. But my head was hurting me too. I'm like, I just want to carry it next day, but someone I did down deep enough and I ended up carrying it the same day. That's when I had the exam. So I did my exam in the afternoon and thing from there. Actually, that only exam I had in the afternoon. Every exam else was in the morning. So back to second semester. To make a long story short, got some coursework, got them done, and when exam come, I did what I needed to do. It was a challenge, mental drain, but I did on deep and did what I had to do, and I ended up passing all my courses in my second semester. So in my first year, despite the first year was the hardest year because you had to adjust and do everything. So despite all of that, I just said the challenges, the difficulties, adjusting, it was everything for me personally. I managed to pass every single course without course in my first year. So send to part 2 of my college experience. This is part 2 of me talking about my second year and some stuff I haven't really mentioned my first year yet. So